Just chilling right by the dealer room.
Whoa. I was just over there. Wait, did people notice you in the dealer room?
Well, I'd already gone through like right before they opened it to the public. And then I was just sitting in a chair like right outside, but people were like in line to go.
And I'm gonna take a guess and say nobody even noticed.
Nope. Anonymity is good. So I know y'all came here to watch me eat Fritos.
Yeah! Eat those Fritos.
I came all the way from Los Angeles just to eat Fritos in front of you guys.
Those are the Fritos that'll pierce the heavens.
They will. Maybe next year. Wow. So I had to post the world's worst joke today. What attack move does Ryu use when he's in New Jersey?
Hoboken!
Hoboken! Thank you. Hey! I know, courtesy applause. Courtesy like, that sucked, dude. That was, of course that was worse than a $2 escort at high tide. What?
It doesn't matter. You're here in front of us, so that's all that matters.
Okay, yeah! When in doubt, Kermit flail. That makes everyone happy. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
You're having a crappy day, like you're dealing with crappy customers at your day job, or someone just like makes you mad, you know, and you're just like,
Why can't you do it?
your life is good.
Why can't you do it? You're closer.
All right. Glad to see I can fill this room.
Don't you have a desk?
No, it's awesome. Thank you. I'd like to thank you individually. Stole that from Scott and Neil.
What the? You guys came prepared. Robert, what's the date?
You really came prepared.
Where?
I don't know.
Share with the class. Why?
Best teacher.
Best teacher ever.
Teacher.
Professor Gohan. This is Gohan boy.
French.
I'm hungry.
You will learn to science.
I could be an all-you-can-eat buffet.
I know you've
right
all
now.
wanted to say, I want to science one day. Like, all right, well, here to science. I don't know what science about, but why not?
Logic.
I'm very
Magic?
hungry.
Logic.
Oh, logic. I thought you said magic in a really cool way, like magic.
Majin.
Very cool.
Look at this motherfucker.
Is that Jack Skellington I see? Oh, fantastic! What's this? What's this? I have no underwear. What's this? Oh my. You can also just, insert random George Takei responses. You can make everything sound like a double meaning. It's like just like saying everything and ending it with ladies. It just sounds like, oh my. Oh my. So, how many first timers here? Welcome. How many of the first timers have never been to a con before ever? Dude, for reals?
Am I the only one? Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay, cool. Well, welcome. I hope you enjoy the madness that is the anime con scene. There are just a few to take advantage of. I think Atlantic City has Anime Next coming in a few months.
I wish I could go there.
Yeah. Is that far? I don't know.
I think it's like in Atlantic City or something.
Yeah, but is that far? I mean, geography is like 2 hours? Okay, we'll start walking now. And we'll, I just love that you guys get this great view of Manhattan. It's just like, we're almost there.
Don't worry, it looks worse up close.
I'm a tourist. I'm still like, this is cool. I got here Thursday night, and then I spent yesterday just being a tourist. I took a bus tour of the city. I kind of got ripped off because I paid extra to take a ferry to the Statue of Liberty, but that time of day, it's like, well, the ferry left already. It's like,
Trust me, it happens. It happens a lot.
Wait, you want to go to the Statue of Liberty?
I wanted to go to the Statue of Liberty because
They both left, but they still still took your money.
The boat left. Yes, yes, they took my money. I prepaid online because it's cheaper.
Should've went Super
That
Saiyan.
was the first mistake.
That was the first mistake. Was it? I don't know.
Should've went Super Saiyan. Whole boat was beer.
Better than free and has food.
They said that, but you know, there was no stop. We were like driving, and the tour guy goes, "And there's the Staten Island ferry, completely free." Okay.
The disappointment is real.
Yeah, and then we sat in a lot of traffic because at that time of day was like 5 or 6 at night.
Rush hour.
Yeah, rush hour.
You never really get stuck in New York during rush hour.
Yeah, and there's always some poo-poo head that they get stuck in the middle of the intersection.
Yes!
And blocks
I had that
everyone.
problem yesterday.
And then everyone sits on their horn as if that's going to do any good.
Yes! That is always.
It's past 4:30.
Always a dude.
I wonder what they're
Yeah.
serving.
Always a bad day to add all that.
Like the tour started in Times Square, which is great. I love Times Square. And then it ended in Times Square. So you did a full loop all around the city, which was awesome. It's
Shepherd's
not worth what I
pie.
paid, but still. I
Maybe
still had a good time.
dumplings.
Is your first time to New York?
Yeah.
No, I've been to New York several times. Just Times Square is the only thing I've ever really seen.
Sorry to hear that.
You should go to New York.
Like last time I came to CPAC, I came here just long enough for the con, and I had no extra time to go sightsee. And I said, this time I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to come in a day early, and I did. I did mostly what I set out to do.
Worth it.
Yeah, it was. It
Anyone
kind of
recognize
was. You know?
Did anyone recognize you?
God, no. Voice actors are anonymous.
You know what I wanted to do yesterday?
Oh, great. Here we
Who,
go.
what, where?
So we're just casually. Well, you're the one looking at his Twitter.
Yeah, I followed him on Twitter, and he was
Everyone
like,
does. Everyone.
Holy shit, Kyle's right in
he's
here.
like, I will pay $15 to go see it.
I said, let's get an Uber.
Let's stalk him.
Yeah, okay, well, cool. Yeah, I did see some people look at me funny, and maybe they did recognize me, I don't know. But I mean,
I bet they were trying to be like, wait, I recognize him from something.
but I was by myself, see? So I don't know if people thought, well, I don't want to bug him because he's by himself, or because I was at a restaurant I was about to eat, or, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I saw someone I recognized and I wanted to say something, I would probably end up not saying anything, because I don't want to be that guy. You know, it's like, oh, they're having a real life, I just want to let them alone. But I recognize them, oh my God. You know, so after I did that, I ate pizza at Angelo's, which is next to the Colbert, Stephen Colbert,
Yeah,
where they film
I know what it
that.
is.
Really good. A little pricey, but very good pizza.
Everything's priced in the city.
Go with the dollar pizza, it's worth it.
What is that?
Oh, yeah.
I have a feeling that 99-cent pizza would be pretty awesome in New York
Yes.
City.
It is.
It's worth it.
And it's New York style, which is like, you know, the slice is the size of your head, right? You know, it's just like, oh yeah, what do you want? Yeah, try this. And what's funny is, even though that's my impression of a Brooklyn accent, I didn't really hear anybody except the tour guide with a New York accent.
If you're looking for people from Brooklyn, we're
I'm
in
from Brooklyn.
Because it's probably because everybody is
Nobody
very, very
cares.
culturally diverse at this point. Everything is a melting pot. They used to be like, it's just, you know, LA, it's just a little of everybody, and New York is like, hey, what are you doing? I'm walking here, you know.
And then
But
there's,
it's so much more
and
than
then
that.
there's Brooklyn.
And then there's Brooklyn. Yeah, I don't know. No one talks like that, do they?
I'm from Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn. I don't know.
No, I don't hear it. So it's like, okay, well maybe that's
This is just our normal speech. We're not supposed to have
That's the old thing.
kind of accent on it.
I don't hear any Joyzy. Do you guys say Joyzy? Joyzy?
We're saying it now. Joyzy.
Say it now. Hoboken, New Jersey. There you go. Just become Joe Pesci. Okay, just basically.
Steak and mashed potatoes sounds good.
Italian guy in the city.
Yeah, okay, maybe the Goodfellas, maybe they still have a little bada bing, bada boom, you know, I don't know. Do they still run everything? Don't talk about them.
Their advisors. Coney Island, maybe, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Coney Island, is that still like a theme park?
Yeah.
Roller coaster.
Yeah, it's mostly Russian over there.
He's the Russian?
No, like, no, the Russian. The area mostly has like a Russian demographic.
Oh, the Russian area, okay. That's very interesting. Yes.
Also, like,
So now I talk like Russian. I don't know why. It happens. But voice actors don't automatically all do dialects and accents. I can do a lot of them very badly, but my British becomes Australian.
Yes.
Italian becomes French.
What?
I mean, you can start like this, but then it becomes a little.
And you gotta go like this.
You got yes, Mamma mia.
Of course, if you just do this.
What is that bad? Is that like an FU thing? Is that...
No, it's
Is this consumable for 1800s? I don't know.
no, it just catches people off guard, like.
Okay.
You're just
This is actually a meme now.
Yeah.
It's a meme now.
Yeah, like that Italian.
He's a
He's talking about
Wait a moment.
I got it.
That's cool. That's how I like. So, you guys have Q's, I have A's. This is a Q&A panel. Right? So you bring the questions, and then I bring the answers.
Can you do impressions?
Even if I don't know it, I'll make it up. It'll be fun.
Take over from me. Now I'm tired.
Okay, first I go to you with the red shirt, yes, and the glasses. That's you, yes.
Thank you. Okay, whenever, like when I was a kid, I knew he was Gohan and everything. Like, I really thank you for being part of my childhood.
Thank you.
But also surprisingly, you were in this small web series called Terrain of Magical Expertise as webmaster.
Yeah.
And that made me really like happy because like I've been following like Kerber since like Brawl Talks. And my question to you is how do you like, because you've known him for like a while, how do you see like seeing Kerber from turning into like, you know, like amateur, like doing like animations and everything to like a full-fledged voice actor working for like animation, doing like joining Mob Psycho and everything. It's like,
Right. And still an active animator and voice talent and YouTuber and everything. I mean, I knew it was just a matter of time, you know. You know how you meet someone and you can just tell that they've got it, they got that special something, they're going to be successful. Not necessarily rock star, but successful. You know, they're going to be able to make a living doing it or whatever it is. That's kind of how I felt when I met him. And when I met him, he was very fanboyish, and he'll tell you that too. It's like, yeah, when I was a newbie in the industry, it's like I studied all the voice actors and I knew all their credits and I just knew I wanted to do that one day, but he's also a very talented animator. But absolutely, yeah, so he did Tome, he's done some other things, and I've helped him with little voice roles through the years, and now he lives in Los Angeles, and he was watching my live stream a while ago when I was just killing time, and he says, we gotta get lunch soon. I'm like, yes, absolutely. See, what's funny is, a lot of the voice talent, we may live in the same city, but we don't really get to hang out because everyone has crazy, wonky, busy schedules. So it's like, me and Richard Epker are here this weekend. I'll probably spend more time with him here than I will in Los Angeles, just because.
I wanted to see him too.
And I think it's his birthday too, today.
Oh, wow.
Wish him happy birthday. Okay, more questions, yes.
Yes. Wait, right here. Me or him?
Whoever, we'll go in order.
Okay. What do you think about Gohan's possible development in Dragon Ball Super in regards to like the tournament power?
Yeah, well, see, Super represents this great opportunity for Gohan to not be wasted and potential to be squandered.
That's not even.
You know, I mean, it's great that he wants to be a responsible, loving parent.
Get divorced.
That's great and all, but, you know, come on.
There are a bunch of people in the face again, like.
Get a divorce.
I started watching in Japanese because he kicked that wolf guy's butt recently.
That was cool.
About a month ago. So I never really watch shows in Japanese because I can't keep up with the subtitles and I miss the animation and it's like,
So what do you mean by wasted?
Kyle understands.
By wasted?
Yeah.
Because, as you know from watching the show originally, his potential was like, oh, he's going to be like the most powerful being in the universe at the time.
Now he's all scrawny.
And that, well, it wasn't just that. He was absorbed by Majin Buu, right?
Yeah. And
then he just became this bookwormish, nerdy guy.
You could thank Chi
Not
Chi for
that
that.
I'm saying there's anything wrong with being a bookworm or nerdy, because we're nerds.
that's mostly Chi-Chi's fault.
Yeah,
She
and
always,
geeks.
Like, space in the books.
Yeah,
Saving the world.
Yeah.
Friggin' Chi-Chi.
All the time.
But see, since these last two movies, and now with Super kind of retelling those movies in the opening 25, 26 episodes, it kind of just retcons GT out of existence.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still some continuity things there
Super Saiyan 4 was awesome.
that they're still acknowledging, which is fine.
The one thing I liked about GT, and there's only one thing that makes sense to me, was the Shinra arc.
That was cool.
Because you're now facing punishment for overusing the Dragon Balls.
That was cool.
That's what I liked about it.
Okay.
Because in Dragon Ball Z, you're pretty much broken, constantly using the Dragon Ball. So there's like no fear. And even if you manage, you can just get them and go back to normal.
All the times you have to bring.
Yeah,
That's what I like about GT.
That magical thing. It's like, okay, who cares if someone dies? They'll just wish him back.
Yeah.
And then we got the Super Dragon Ball. Senzu beans are broken.
Which now grants
Yeah, but they don't
two
cure heart.
broken.
They don't cure heart
And the
attacks.
Namekians.
Yeah, right? What the hell?
So that's 5.
Well, it wasn't a heart attack, it was a heart
The
disease.
Namekian ones are the super balls that they're talking about now?
No, the super ones are planet-sized.
Yeah, those are planet size.
Those are
Planet-sized.
Planet-sized.
Those are hard to find too.
So you have 5 wishes.
The dragon's ridiculous
That's
looking.
broken. I like
Yeah, the
it.
guy, the dragon's bigger than planets.
Yeah, he's huge.
That is crazy go nuts. Okay, all right, so yeah, your question, then I'll come forward here. Go ahead.
Since you do Ice and Sosuke from Bleach.
Yeah.
Do it. Do a monologue.
How do
barrel roll.
how do you feel? Okay, hold on. How do you feel of them not continuing the animation? Because they left off at the full bring arc.
Yeah.
And the Bleach ended, a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel of them not continuing, of them not adopting at all?
Well, I mean, it's their show and they can do what they want with it, but honestly, I wish they would just go ahead and finish it up. You know, give it a true ending. If they're going to keep it going in the manga, I say animate that because you've come this far, right? 7, 8, 9 years.
Yes, and I watched several YouTube videos and all of them came from disappointing views.
Okay.
And they honestly believe that they did it intentionally to ruin Bleach and so in all of its entirety.
They would ruin their own show, their own franchise?
Surprisingly, yes, and I found out that they're also telling, the creator of Toriko to hurry up because there was supposed to be some stuff that was supposed to be shown in a manga, but because of the publisher, not by Kubo.
Okay. Wow. Crazy. Okay.
Let's see. Ryu, Gohan, Kiba, Omega 6. How do you do it? And yes, I'm holding the 7-star ball in my hand. Do it.
How do I do what? The voices?
Yeah, like how do you alternate between them? It's like Gohan is like complex, and then there's Ryu who's like mostly
Stoic.
Yeah, stoic.
He's pretty, he's just kind of like very zen and all that. Well, luckily they don't all record at the same time. I mean, even if they were all on the same show, we would record one character at a time. But I mean, switching voices comes pretty easily for me. So I'm not worried about that. But from a technical standpoint, they name and record each file as we record it. It wouldn't make sense to record multiple characters on one file because then you're going to get lost as to, we got to put this in a certain order as they're recording it. And they record one actor at a time. And we'll do like a DVD's worth, 4 or 5 episodes each time. We have a session. And how many lines of dialogue I have or how many fighting efforts, it just depends on whatever it calls for. What was nice about doing the narrator, next time on Dragon Ball Z, he's not an on-camera character, so he doesn't have mouth flaps. There's no lip sync to do. However, you still have to match the timing, right? It's like, oh, there's 13 seconds left until someone starts talking. So it's like, all right, I got 13 seconds to fit this paragraph in. Oh yeah. And we'll take it from that way.
Especially when you did Omega 6 back in Mega Man Starforce, that was like 2005, right?
That was a long time ago.
Yes,
Omega
I
6
remember
started
that.
from Mega Man, yeah.
Because I started watching it again because it's Mega Man, it's a classic.
Can you still watch it? Is it on Viz.com or something?
I don't know. I've seen it on YouTube for like the past week, but I'm not
Oh, okay.
sure.
You most likely will find it online illegally because they
He says it all weird.
These websites, they probably won't have an archive for viewers to watch.
Oh, okay.
So it's the same with
You have to take a
Tsunami.
turn.
They used to have
They had Toonami Jet Stream that time.
Yeah.
Tsunami Jet Stream was like their own little
Their own
Crunchyroll,
little thing.
and they had the first little Bubble Roll.
Do you have anything to sign? Do you have anything to sign?
They did Prince of Tennis. They did for Cartoon Go. They did a lot, but then it was scrapped altogether later on.
That hurt it.
I get my shirts
I mean,
out
now
and
in
I
general,
wash
though,
off.
it's a great time to be an anime fan. You can watch things legally.
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
Netflix.
And you can watch it without ads. You just pay, it's even cheaper than Netflix. And that's what I do. So I was like, I gotta watch DBZ and I wanna watch Super. I wanna watch Super in Japanese legit. So I give my money to Crunchyroll. So the money goes back into the system, which goes back to Toei, so they can keep cranking it out. I know they're giant shows.
It comes on tonight anyway.
And
So
watch Dragon Ball Super and Kai, the final chapters.
Kai is awesome.
Which is also an awesome thing because we got to re-record all our earliest stuff.
Took forever to come out though.
Did take forever. Man, that sat on the shelf for like 3 years.
It's like they said they were making this just for American fans, and they're like, oh, we'll take it for us first, and you can have it in theaters.
Yeah, but I mean, Funimation now they have a great streaming network, just like Crunchyroll. Netflix has a ton of shows, even shows that are strictly a Netflix deal.
Isn't Crunchyroll doing like a merger with Funimation?
They did that already.
What now?
They did that already, right?
Yeah, they did
Funimation and Crunchyroll they did a merger for their streaming service.
Not a merger, but they work together on bringing some shows out. Yeah, it's really a good time. It's cheaper now. I mean, some people like to get their hard copies, their Blu-rays and DVDs to sit on a shelf.
Like me.
Some companies charge it maybe a little too much, but I mean, still. If you want something on the shelf, they have to make it worth your while. And in order to make it worth your while, with the cool extras and the mangas and the soundtracks and the bonuses and the art prints and all that stuff, that costs money. And when you get it digitally, there's no overhead, so it's cheaper to get it digitally. You think about that.
They don't sell some digitally though.
What's that?
They don't sell some digitally like
some they don't. That's right. I mean, like you can't get Dragon Ball Super dubbed on demand. Right now. I mean, eventually you probably will.
Just started that like last month, so
maybe in time. I mean, we were hoping, I mean, I know fans would love this. I wish we had started, I wish they had gotten the rights when Super started, and then they would do what Funimation does with a lot of their shows, the simul dubs.
Yeah, we got that for Attack on
within a couple of weeks or sometimes days.
Why don't they do that?
Because I mean, it's Toei's show. They license, they're in control of how they want their show distributed, and that's how they chose to do it, and that's their right. And so Funimation's, they're the licensee, they're the license holder of that property, but they can't make a move without Toei's say. I mean, it's their show ultimately. So, if they said, for example, yes, we'll give you the license if you can get us a broadcast deal. Well, a lot of Funimation shows have been, including Kai, have been hugely successful. Attack on Titan and all these other shows. Even stuff from other companies, Aniplex and Sentai in Houston. You've seen a good, pretty diverse lineup of shows. So keep it trending on Twitter. Keep watching or DVRing or something. If you know friends who still have cable, by all means, because it makes it possible to license new shows. Blue Exorcist, we're gonna start dubbing that new season soon, and hopefully it'll show up.
Nice. I was so mad it took them so long to get the second season of Blue Exorcist.
Well, even just to animate in Japan, it took a long time.
Yes, but I was wondering when will season 2 happen? When it's gonna happen?
And so people don't have to be so salty to be waiting for it.
Yeah.
No, it's just like it's been a while. I was like,
it's been a while. It has. Okay, yes, sir.
Which voice do you do is the most physically demanding or the most uncomfortable?
Physically demanding is basically any role that requires a lot of screaming for hours on end.
So Gohan.
Well, Gohan did kind of cut the cord for there. It kind of became like the standard. It's like, so I started that in 2000. Woo! And here we are in 2017. Still doing a lot of screaming, but I mean that primed me for all these other games that require a lot of screaming. Like I'm in the first Titanfall. I'm one of a dozen people that voices all these soldiers in the background as you're playing.
That was you?
Well, I'm on there. I don't know where Baker is, and
I hear Baker and Nolan North and a lot of just random guys in games.
Yeah, like additional voices and all that.
When we do main voices, we also do bit part voices too. Like even if I audition for a main role, I don't get hired. I usually get called in to voice background stuff, guys who die in 2 seconds or whatever. But all the screaming stuff, yeah, you get lightheaded and you know, like you need Chinese cough syrup. I mean, it sounds weird, but this stuff works. It helps your voice maintain.
Mostly for Sean, because Sean does that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how he has a voice.
He passed out with Super Saiyan 3.
It's like with Sean.
Yeah, he did, and he was making fun of Trunks.
Yeah, in the booth, he passed. That was the only time I said he ever passed out.
I didn't pass out, but I felt like I was like, whoa.
Like low,
Just pray they never make you go Super Saiyan 3. That's what got him.
Yeah. Like, I will literally go Super Saiyan and my follicles will breathe in. And I'll start sprouting hair and then I'll look like Enzo Amore.
You're like Nappa.
How you doing?
You're like Nappa.
You can't teach that. Okay, let's go to the top of the room. Yes, that's you. Yes, sir.
You're the top of the
I
room?
just wanted to ask how you got involved in the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Cup.
Oh, yeah.
How I got involved was basically I'm on the call list at Bang Zoom because I've recorded for so many projects through the years.
Wow.
So we recorded some test episodes of Stardust Crusaders a few years ago, and it was received really well. So fingers crossed we'll get to do the whole series, and so keep watching JoJo on Cartoon Network so they'll continue and bring it out. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hold on, guys. Sorry. What?
I'm so exhausted.
Are you going up there?
What do I think of him? I didn't know he was such a big part. I thought he was this episodic character who's not going to show up. And then after they posted, all the fans are like, "Congrats on getting such a cool big role!" Like, that's a big role. It's like, yeah, he does all this cool stuff. He does this thing with the cherry. Really? I don't know how we're gonna do that. It's like, do Emerald Splash. Like, I don't know. The Emerald Splash. Like, okay, that works. I'll take it. Yes.
What would you say is what was your most awkward moment in voice acting? Your most awkward moment, like
awkward. Oh man, God, I should prepare for these panels. It never gets too awkward because, you know, fortunately my characters, they don't get a lot of action, so it's not like it's like, here, you're in the heat of passion, like I don't have to do that. That would be awkward.
No, I guess you could say like one character you say, all right, as you was doing the voice acting for him is like, I don't know, it's awkward when I did it. Like
it's awkward because in one respect because we don't practice ahead of time. There's no rehearsal. We go in, we're completely cold at this. That's why we always stress. Whoever wants to become a voice actor, become an actor first. Take improv classes. Be able to cold read because you will use those skills every time you're in the booth.
Do they have
So,
places in New York that do voice acting?
yeah, Pokemon's done here. Yeah, that's about it. So I'd say if you want to do anime, either go to Texas or LA. Much more opportunity for cartoons and games. And I mean, there's some games done here too, but to make a living, I mean, I don't know. Maybe for commercials. This, obviously, New York City is a major hub, you know, a major city. So any major city is going to have opportunities for commercials, radio, TV commercials. But let's face it, the fun stuff's the characters. You want to yell and scream and
just have fun with it.
And just have fun and blow your voice out and go, yeah, it's worth it.
Mine's already blown out.
What's that?
Mine's already blown out.
Oh, you already blew your voice out? It's just day one.
My job does a lot of speaking. I'm an ambassador for my store's pharmacy. Oh my God, it's a headache. And a throat ache, I'd say.
Oh man.
I understand.
Yeah, and it's particularly awkward, speaking about awkward things, if you are introverted or shy at all, if you have stage fright, if you're like, because I grew up, I was too shy to get involved in stage plays and all that.
Guilty.
Speaking of that, I was too. I'm guilty of that too.
Sure, and I'm here to remind you that it's okay. It's okay to be shy, it's okay to be nervous, but if you ever want to be taken seriously as an actor, you got to take those classes, you got to get outside your comfort zone, you got to commit. Because if they smell fear, they're going to say, well, they're not professional, they're not serious.
Yeah.
It's like, but I'm a fan, I love this stuff. It's like, that's great. That means you're a fan. That doesn't make you an actor. That doesn't mean that you're worthy of a casting person's time. So that's why we always stress to anyone interested in doing any kind of acting that you take classes, that you train, that you do the best you can first. I mean, anything worth having in life is worth, you know, the struggle. You know,
The struggle is real.
the struggle is real. Blood, sweat, tears. And in the case of it, in the case of freelance, anything, whether you're an animator, you be a voice actor, whatever, it's sanity. It's having a thick skin. It's saving what little money you have and putting it away for classes and training and equipment,
And stuff in general.
life, being broke.
Probably has a limit.
I mean, crazy credit card debt, all the things that you shouldn't do. Don't get credit cards. They're evil.
Yes, they are. Too late.
Those damn Discover cards, they keep sending it to my mailbox.
Yeah, seriously,
No
seriously.
actual fee.
Have good credit.
Well, you know what
Work
that
on your
annual fee is going to
credits.
be? My annual debt.
I know it's like, well, that doesn't sound fun. It's like, no, it's not fun. It's part of the adulting thing that you really have to consider. It's like if you don't take critiques or criticism well, you may not be cut out for this. It's like, man, I remember remember planetnamek.com back in the day? This is a fan site, a huge fan site for Dragon Ball Z. So when my first episodes of Teenage Gohan aired on Cartoon Network that first time in 2001, I guess, I went on Planet Namek to read the immediate, feedback, and they said, he sounds disturbing. He sounds old. He sounds negative. It was like, oh man, right in the feels. But then I thought, it's like, you know what? It doesn't matter. I got to do something that I've been wanting to do since I was a kid, and I had fun, and I got paid very little, but I got paid a little something.
What matters is that you're happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. So if someone wants to tell me that it's like, hey, you were awful in that role, it's like, that is your right, and by all means, I support your right to express your opinion, absolutely. But in the end of the day, I am doing my job. What you hear on the final product, if you disagree with it, take it up with the client, take it up with the studio, take it up with the director, because I did my job. What you hear is, what got approved by Japan, basically. I saw your hand way at the top of the room there, yeah?
So, not a question, but I personally want to thank you for being one of the humblest men alive.
Oh, thank you.
Hey. 2011 or 2012 at Anime Next.
Okay.
A couple years later, one of my friends from an anime club died. I don't know if you remember, but I came into your stream and asked you to do a eulogy as Ox King.
Okay.
And you actually recorded this and emailed it to me so that I could play it at the memorial for my friend in the club.
Oh, that's really sweet.
So I actually wanted to thank you in person for doing that because
absolutely.
You didn't have to do that.
Yeah. Well, I have to ask, were people kind of snickering and laughing? Because Ox King's voice is really silly.
They were, but my friend, that was his favorite character that he voiced.
Oh boy!
So I mean, it was perfect, and I actually have the voice clip on my cell phone now too.
Oh, dude. Okay, I'm curious. Come down. If you could cue it up, I'm gonna hold it next to the mic and we'll play it for everybody. I want to hear a eulogy as Ox King. And so people say, what inspired your Ox King voice? And it's like, well, I wasn't the first Ox King. I think Mark Britton was in the Texas dub, and then Chris Savitt was, and then they just gave it to me. It's like, oh, okay, well, I'll take it. Yeah. So you got it? Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Hey there, everybody. I just wanted to say a few words and give my respects to Julius Ignacio, who's no longer with us on this earthly plane. Doug Animo. Julius, we're gonna miss you, man. Everybody in the room, give a big shout out and a big cheer and a round of applause for Julius.
Oh yeah. Well, now like you and Periscope and stuff, it's great to see you, man, in person. Thank you. Thank you.
But it's like I saw your announcement for this. I'm like, I need to make it to this convention.
Oh, that's great. That's great. All right. Awesome sauce. Thank you. Okay, who else?
Quick questions?
Yeah.
One, can you do voice impressions at some point during this?
I can do voice, yes. That's my job. Right here.
Kamina with the famous lines.
Oh my god,
One of his famous, well, which one?
The drill and the
Here's the
that
heavens.
believes in you.
Okay. Do you want to tape it?
Yeah, my friend's recording.
Oh, okay. Don't believe in yourself. Believe in me. Believe in the Kamina who believes in you. Yours is the drill that will pierce the heavens. Was that it? Anything else?
PyCon?
PyCon. Yeah, it's also PyCon on DBZ. Does he say anything in particular?
She's the PyCon fan.
You can say anything.
Anything? All right. I just know his tornado attack. Yay! He's very sort of DBZ narrator-ish, which a lot of people say, will you narrate my life? Like, next time on Dragon Ball Z, Johnny got up to take a pee. Brushed his teeth.
That's what you wanted to say. You wanted to ask.
And then people dare me. It's like, would you go through McDonald's and order something as the narrator? But when I do, I'll make sure it's taped for YouTube posterity.
Have you ever actually walked to a fast food place and did an order in one of your favorite characters' voices?
Man, I feel like I should do that as Ox King at some point.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. I'd like
And I'll be really indecisive, so I say, oh, a lot.
Espada nachos.
Oh, what's in the Espada nachos? Welcome to Taco Eisen. Why was that a thing? Why was Taco Eisen? Do some Eisen? Whoa. So, Richie, does Rukia deserve to die? See, Eisen sounds like phone sex, right? What are you wearing? He's like seductive sounding. So it's like, what's it like playing a villain? It's like pretty awesome because I could just like turn chicks on and stuff. Hi, how's it going? Squish. Like, what's your superpower? I do voices and people explode. They happily for some reason.
He always does that thing where he's like, I knew you were going to do that, which I knew this, I knew this, I knew this, I knew this.
It was all according to plan.
Yeah, it's like 8 times over.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, I meant to do that. Yeah. Yeah, that's a ticket, yeah. Okay, back in the room, yes, and we'll come back here, sir. Yes, go ahead.
I'm just wondering, do you ever like try to pump yourself up right before you do a voice?
I don't really have to do any sort of routine. Some people will like sing scales and they'll do all these weird sounds and stuff. I don't do anything. I probably should, especially in the morning. When you have a 9 a.m. session, your voice has that classic rock DJ sound. It's 2 octaves lower. It's 2 for Tuesday with the doors open.
That's how I feel like I've been sounding for like a week now.
But I have to sound like a teenager, and I really don't sound like a teenager, so what am I going to do? That's a good question.
I guess.
But, yeah. How do you warm up? I don't. I know what not to do. Don't have a milkshake before a session or anything with dairy products because it creates mucus.
Nasty
stuff. Gross. Have water. Especially room temperature water is great. And studios provide lots of that, which is good. But like soda, that'll cause a bunch of mouth smackies.
And gas.
That's not a good
You don't want to
thing.
burp in the middle of a skit.
Oh, but we all do. We burp, we fart, the mic pick up everything. You try to do a one-cheek sneak, no. You're not going to be stealthy. Not only are you stuck stewing in it because there's no scenes in the back. So you're
Oh my god, that would have been hilarious.
Man, I had to
Burping in the
cover
middle of
once,
that scene.
and then the
Farting in the middle
engineer
of
had
that
to
scene.
come in
That'd
and
be
adjust the
funnier.
mic. And I'm like, oh god, no. He's going to smell it. He's totally... You smelled it, dealt it. Like, no. He walks in, I'm like, God, what? I'm only human. Sorry. Yes?
Is there any kind of voice that you don't want to do? Like for either a girl or for like a really high-pitched voice?
Well, high-pitched voice might get a little hard after a while to maintain because I have a lower register. Like, if I talk like Mickey Mouse all the time, that's just going to become difficult, I think. Especially if you have to scream in a high-pitched voice. See, I mean, when you do a couple lines at a time, it's like, oh, this is nothing, this is easy. But like, it'll catch up with you sometimes. Did that answer your question? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, so you had a question next, yes.
Yeah, if you had an opportunity to voice any other characters in Dragon Ball Z, who would it be?
I would have loved to have been Piccolo, because he was the very first character I saw when I first got to see an episode of DBZ. This was before Toonami. Dragon Ball Z used to air in the mid-90s on just independent TV stations on Saturday mornings at like 5 or 6 a.m., right? And you'd have to set your VCR. That's why I learned how to program a VCR, because I didn't know how to, and my VCR flashed 12. It's like, okay. So I recorded an episode, and the first episode was like Piccolo fighting, and his arm got blown off. It's like, I like this guy. And Chris Sabat told me when I did PyCon, he's like, dude, had you come along a little bit sooner, you probably could have been Piccolo. It's like, no, don't tell me that. But I wasn't the first adult Gohan, because technically you had Damian Clark, who did future Gohan in the Trunks special. And I don't know why he wasn't playing teenage Gohan, probably because he was already Cell for 75 plus episodes, and I guess they didn't want to have the same person. I don't really know the logic behind that. But yeah, and some people get confused, and they'll want like an autograph, and they'll have me sign like Kid Gohan, you know, when he's fighting Cell or whatever. It's like, no, that's not me. Originally that was Stephanie Nadolny, and nowadays on Kai, it's Colleen Blinkenbeard.
Luffy.
And Luffy, yeah, for the One Piece Funimation dub. So it's like, yeah, it's the same character, but yeah, we had different people play him at different ages.
Did you do any One Piece stuff?
I've done One Piece, yes. I was King Cobra.
Yes. I recognize your voice.
And I'm also Capone.
Oh.
I haven't heard So, all right, yeah. I'm afraid to start a show that has 600 plus episodes, though.
That must be hard. That must be really hard.
I started it and I got to 175 and I was like, yeah, I'm kidding.
Right?
Oh God. I'll watch that.
Yeah. It's like, what happens in this episode? There's pirates. Like,
But they can't swim.
they can't swim. Yeah, I have voiced a ton of pirates on One Piece, a ton of bit parts. And, yeah. Lots of filler. Exactly.
Oh God.
I mean, yay for filler from a voice acting standpoint. Someone's got to voice it, and yay, we get paid. But I would hate filler as a viewer. How many people probably started off as fans of Bleach? Time with that, so I don't know. Yeah.
Keep the substance of the story, or want that Astro will just make up our own story.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it works. You know, the Full Metal Alchemist, the original series, that deviated from the manga, and it worked, and it ended up being a fantastic show. And then they did Brotherhood, which was faithful to the manga. And
way better.
I mean, some people still like the original better. Like, okay, you take the good with the bad.
Pretty sure they do.
And then you have the facts. Okay, next. Yes, Reese's.
Thank you. At first, I just want to say thank you for the gift that is Kamina and Ezreal. These characters I felt, I don't know, just kind of resonated with me the best.
Fantastic, thank you.
Yeah. And as for actual question, have you tried doing voices when you were younger that you found you weren't able to do them or couldn't do them at all because of your voice changing with puberty?
Oh yeah, see when I was a kid, I would take a cassette player and I would do like a fake radio station with my turntable and I would go like, Kyle FM, you know, Kiss Records and stuff. And I would do like parody commercials and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I mean, well, once your balls drop, once your puberty, yeah, it kind of limits you to doing certain things. But I mean, that's okay. Not just because you're a voice actor doesn't mean you have to be a master at all the different age ranges. There are some people that do good utility voices and background stuff, and that's what I get called upon to do. But if they want a high-pitched character, just hire someone who can do that sound naturally. Or if you want an old man, hire an older actor, or whatever, for example. I did play a woman once on a Lupin the Third special. And it was a Dead or Alive, and I think I was already the bad guy in that General Headhunter, but there's also a gigantic woman that fights Fujiko, real muscular, and Sonny Strait, the voice of Lupin, on that special, which Funimation had some of those movies. And he just directed me, he said, okay, you're going to be a woman, but you don't have to sound like a woman, just sound like a drag queen. So I channeled Howard Stern's drag queen voice, like, oh, pretty little thing thinks she's doing to me. Oh, I don't think so, honey.
Hey, that was an awkward moment question.
Yeah.
Technically, it was a woman.
Close enough.
Yeah, this was long before RuPaul was a thing. Yeah. Wrong email. Okay, other or DBZ shirt. Yes.
Yeah. Can you do a Kermit the Frog voice?
Oh my! Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here. That what is voiced by a guy?
Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy is voiced by a guy. Yeah, Frank Oz, who did Yoda
I did
originally. That's why I could never buy Yoda as a character, because I knew even as a kid I was a big Muppets fan. I watched the Muppet Show every week, and then when I heard Yoda, that sounds like Grover or Cookie Monster, and it is. It's Frank Oz. He voiced all those, and he voiced Miss Piggy. Okay. So there's a Muppet in Star Wars. It can't get any worse, can it? And then, oh, he's a Jar Jar. Okay, it got worse.
What's this?
Yeah, it's just my own voice. Like, are you a boy or a girl?
Are you a fan of Pokemon?
I'm a fan of Pokemon. It never really resonated with me until they came out with Pokemon Go. I don't fight in the gyms, I just collect the Pokemon.
So now that you're into Pokemon, what's your favorite?
Well, my buddy is, who's the smoky, stinky one?
What team are you on?
Sounds like either coughing or wheezing.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it might be.
I feel like it's coughing.
It might be.
One of my buddies. I'm just gonna open the game and see like.
Wait, what team are you on?
Mystic.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, Ghastly. Ghastly. I like Ghastly. I'm at level 24.
I think I'm around that level too.
And I wear a Magikarp hat just because.
Because he's the most powerful creature ever.
Is he?
I'm joking.
I wouldn't know.
No.
But seriously, I thought that was so cool when Pokemon Go came out and you got people out of the house and people were friendly towards one another. It's like, and then they kind of lost their momentum. It's like, put out the new generation quicker so we can.
Yeah, everyone was like that. They changed the tracking and it kind of turned off a lot of people from the game. Like, oh,
right, the tracking.
I got blocked because my phone was rooted.
Dude, whenever they enable trading, I think that may bring some people back.
It's announced. They're going to put trading soon.
Yeah, the trading thing will be pretty awesome.
Trading is soon, and they also announced their first year anniversary. They're releasing legendaries.
Okay, yeah. See, I stocked up on the North American exclusive.
You voiced Aruma in Star Ocean: The Last Hope.
Yeah, I did. Wow, good catch.
I did enjoy the game. I would enjoy the game. It's just the mechanics of the game sort of turned me off.
Fair enough.
Will you be? Did you voice act in Star Ocean 5?
Is that the one that came out a few months ago?
Believe so.
Like the newest one? Like no. I'm on a PSP game as Diaz on Star Ocean, and then I did Aramat and Crow in that Xbox one.
I'm actually a fan of the Star Ocean series.
Okay, cool.
I pretty much beat first, second, third, fourth, and preparation of 5, which I yet to get.
Nice. That was trippy because I recorded that in Shanghai.
Really?
Wow.
Flew me and the cast over to China. It was so weird. Record in this back alley studio. It's kind of funny. People hanging meat and stuff.
Two questions. Last two questions. What did you like about Aruma?
Actually, I don't remember because it's been so long. I don't remember anything about him. Did he talk to Crow? Because I love having my characters talk to one another, even though we recorded separate times. Like PyCon and West Kai in the Otherworld tournament on DBZ. I voiced both of them.
Okay. What's your top 5 characters that you voiced over your career?
5 favorites?
Yes.
Probably Ryu in Street Fighter because he got to be in Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, yeah.
Therefore, I got to be.
I really hope he's in the second one.
I hope so too. I'm friends with the director on Facebook.
Here's the
He's got to show up. Gohan, obviously, because that started everything. Everything dominoed off of Gohan. I love being Kiba Naruto. I love being Aizen. I love being Kamina.
Yes.
Because that made a big difference in a lot of people's lives. I was like, he's this big beacon of hope and inspiration. And a lot of people that were going through a depressed time, that helped get them out of a funk. You know, some people were even suicidal and they watched that show and that character turned things around for them. It's like, wow, that is so cool.
Yeah, I got several friends.
Yeah.
Who went through that.
So it's really an honor and really just humbles you, you know? It's like, wow, I didn't think I could make a difference in someone's life. I just want to be an actor and entertain people, but...
And you've done that job very well.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll come back down here, then we'll come over to you. Okay, go ahead.
In Street Fighter 4, how do you alternate between Ryu and Evil Ryu? It's like, I don't know how you do that.
Oh, well, again, we record separately. Just one character at a time. It's harder to do the evil Ryu because that's a lot more husky. A Setsui no Hado.
What? He's just more aggressive and more...
Yeah, he needs a hug. Very much.
He hasn't had his morning coffee.
He hasn't had his morning coffee yet. That's true. That's true. Okay, go ahead.
So what was the... Is it easy to voice record a game like Street Fighter versus a series like Dragon Ball?
Is it easier to do a game versus anime, is basically. It's easier to voice a game because there's no lip sync involved. It also pays more, which is ironic, because it's harder to do lip sync, but it pays the cheapest. You know, anywhere from, I think they pay as low as $25, $35 in Texas, up to, in LA, maybe $75 an hour. And you think, well, that's great, an hour? Awesome. But it's, if you only record for half an hour, you're given a 2-hour minimum, which is nice. So you get the 125, 130 or whatever. Then you got to take taxes out. Then you got to eat. You got to pay rent. You got to, like, you quickly see that anime roles aren't going to get you through the month. Unfortunately.
So you got to get a lot of them.
What's that?
He's got to get a lot.
Can you do one of Ryu's Super?
A lot of chops.
One of Ryu's Super? Well, like what?
A little bit more.
Tatsumaki Seppuku.
Tatsumaki Seppuku! Shinku Haruka!
Remember my other question.
Yeah.
I am so obsessed.
Whoops. Okay.
I don't
Over here. Yes.
I remembered my other question. Remember I said I had two?
Yes.
Did you ever work with the DBZ Abridged people?
I have.
What do you
Very funny. Yeah, they're awesome. They're hilarious.
Oh my god,
You like how they help bring the fandom like alive when there's nothing going on?
That's how I view it. I view it as free advertising. It's introducing today's generation to DBZ.
They get their channel taken down like a couple times a year.
I know it's a gray area copyright-wise. I'm sure Toei probably is not very happy with their show being digitally manipulated, but I mean, think about, you know, remember when Metallica sued their fans and Napster and all that? Yeah. It's like, don't bite the hand that feeds, man. You're gonna...
Isn't it under fair use?
Under fair use? Yeah, I mean, I guess you got to read the legal definition of fair use.
YouTube doesn't like to read that rule.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know who keeps on doing the copyright complaints against YouTube.
YouTube's annoying.
That makes them pull it and then they just repost it. Copyright police, yeah. I mean, it's weird sometimes. Like, I'll do lip sync battles sometimes at cons, and I'll upload the video, and then it gets a copyright infringement and it gets pulled. I'm like, really? The sound quality is awful. You know, it's music coming from the speakers in a big room and the echoes and all that stuff. It sounds like crap.
It's ridiculous.
It's like, oh, well, you used a copyright song, so sorry.
I remember
Lip sync battle, man.
the Nintendo, the Pokemon channel got something pulled down.
How does it feel, listening to your own voice back on a play recording, like after you've done a recording session? Do you feel like you haven't done the voice right sometimes, and you're like...
I'll sometimes question, like, they use that
people tell you
take.
did a great job, you just don't acknowledge it.
Well, I like hearing things in their full context. I like hearing my character play off against another character. Sometimes I'll wish they had used a different take that's a little more subtle and grounded instead of over the top, like, you know, all the stuff that gives dubs a bad
I've
name.
done one voice session for like a dub from another country for a Mario movie.
Okay.
I'm gonna do 5 takes. I was saying to myself, I like that other voice better than this one it shows.
Yeah, it's like, and everyone has an opinion about it, but in the end of the day, I don't get to choose what take they're going to use. The client or the director, I am there to please them, and if I start trying to dictate what's going to happen, then I'm out of a job. I'm very easily replaceable.
Why would anybody replace you? You're too awesome.
Oh, stop you.
How come you're not DBZ Narrator anymore?
How come I'm not there? Because they decided to keep Kai. I live in Los Angeles, and at the time we started Kai, we didn't really have the technology to do like a real-time check of making sure the lip sync and the audio would do that. We could do a digital phone patch, but we couldn't really do, and now we can. So I record Dragon Ball Super in Los Angeles, even though the studio's in Texas, and they listen over the phone line and like a digital studio quality sound, and they're able to see the video sync up, and they're able to make the call and say, hey, a good take, or this, that, and the other. Narrator-wise, I have a feeling they just wanted to go somewhere different. Like, plus at the time for Kai, I would have had to have flown to LA or to Texas once a week on my own dime, and I couldn't afford that. Chris Evans said he fought for me to be the narrator again, because it's continuing from the Z thing.
I met him at
yeah, he's awesome.
Him and Show.
But if you're watching Cartoon Network, it's kind of like they're playing Kai and Super, so they want to blend those together.
You do Super's narrator, right?
No, that's still Doc Morgan. That's the Kai narrator.
If I'm not mistaken, he did the narration for the original Dragon Ball series.
For our original Dragon Ball series, that's Bryce Armstrong. And then Andrew Chandler did it for GT. On Z, depends on which version. If you watch the Ocean dub from Canada, that was Doc Harris. And then it was someone else before me. And then if you buy all the Dragon Ball box sets and on Blu-ray or the yellow bricks sets, as they call them, that's me. We went back and recorded a consistent cast, so it's all me as Ox King, all me as the narrator, and all that. Because we had some different casts for different characters all throughout. Yeah.
Okay. No, first I'd like to thank you for like great voice on Kiba and Kamina, because like I really like those characters.
Thank you.
When you're so when you're recording Gurren Lagann, how did you like react to when Kamina died?
Well, I knew it was coming because the director said, "Don't get too attached."
How did you like feel overall when you were recording the death? Like how?
I got a little sad. I got a little choked up. It's like I wanted to do right by it because I knew he was such a big character. That show was a year old by the time we started the dub.
He's so inspirational.
So I knew that we would have to. We also had to speed up production because as soon as we started recording the dub, they said Sci-Fi Channel's going to air it. Like, oh! And it did really well, right? It sold a lot of DVDs, Blu-rays, and the Cartoon Network eventually aired it, right?
It's not phenomenal. It was phenomenal. But it was phenomenal.
Yeah, good times, man. It was great to be a part of such a special show. You know, I wish he had been around longer, obviously, but you know, he plays such a pivotal, inspirational role to Simone that it's hard to say, oh, it should be different. I mean, when I say I wish it were different, that's just completely selfish reasons. I want my character to live.
At least he came back at the end for like.
Yeah, that was
he
like.
He comes back for flashbacks. Yeah.
But that was still amazing. That was still phenomenal.
Thank you. There's that, yeah. We didn't get to do the movies in English because they didn't get a broadcast deal. So, if you watch the movies or get them on video, beware, there is no dub. Dope. Okay, you with the hand up? Yeah.
Yeah. So, actually, kind of like pinning with like the Dragon Ball Z Bridge like people, right? I noticed that whenever I watch the like final chapters, that like that scene whenever they reenact the Cell games during final chapters, they had the voices of the Dragon Ball Z Bridge people, like Lanny Pitor.
That's a cool little Easter egg.
That's really cool. Like I was like, is that like from like?
That's what this is for.
It's like and then after I noticed it was like Lanny Pitor and it was Kaiser Neko and it was Nezuko X and Goku and it was like so it's a parody inside Dragon Ball with voice actors that's also doing parodies of Dragon Ball.
Right, and then they did some custom voices on Xenoverse.
Yeah.
The first game.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I think Xenoverse 2 is going to be ported to the Switch later this year, I've heard.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I love me some Switch. And everybody else is like, but I can't find one. Like, well, go fast, because Target and Best Buy
Every time I
restock.
play the Switch, I want to switch to the PS4.
My Facebook feed is like, quick, go to Target on so-and-so street. They got 10, Switches. Like, I got one by I stood in line at Best Buy for the midnight opening. I didn't pre-order. I just got lucky because they had like an extra that weren't spoken for.
You were given
so
a
I got
switch
one of the
by
last
random
ones.
chance.
Random chance. What? I wasn't given. I bought it. $300.
Neon or gray?
I got the gray one. The neon does look cool though. I ended up getting a big fat memory card because I don't want to keep track of those cartridges. And no, I haven't licked the cartridge. You people got trolled by Nintendo. It's like, well, if they tasted good, kids would eat them. It's like, I want to make sure this tastes like crap. So people have a bunch of YouTube videos of grown-ups licking cartridges.
Science!
Science! Yeah. It's crazy. Little man. Okay, we're getting to the end here. You had a question, baseball cap man?
2 questions for League of Legends.
Yes.
Did you ever play the game?
Yes, I played it terribly, and I quickly deleted it.
Who's your main chat?
I think I played as Graves because everyone said Ezreal requires strategy. And I was like, oh, I don't have time for that. I can't take it. Like, go ahead.
So during that short time, who was your favorite character?
Sorry?
During that short time, who was your favorite character?
During that time, I don't know, because I did so badly, I couldn't really say my character was any good. It's
Really good right now.
pure crap. Graves is good now? Okay. That's good.
I'm still waiting for them to nerf Timo.
I don't know. I mean, it seems like I give more love for Ezreal, but some people, it's like, oh, he looks like a chick or whatever. Like what anime character doesn't look like a chick? They look like ladies, right? They have the long, gorgeous hair. Yes.
Can I have you say some more lines?
Real quick, yes.
Do Python's lines, but in Gohan voice.
Oh my gosh.
PyCon's line. I don't.
Like you have to say stuff to make that marble break. Like you piece of trash.
Oh, okay. But say it as Gohan.
Yeah.
You piece of trash! Stupid. That's like people were saying, hey, he said worse things in the subtitles. Like, those were fan-made subtitles. I think they took extreme liberties with, F-bomb this and F-bomb that. It's like, yeah, they didn't say that. You just wish they did. Is that it? Okay. And then last question. Yes, go ahead. Yeah. Kazuichi Soda? Man, a lot of fun. I didn't know he was such a popular character. He was like just this kind of derpy mechanic guy. Like, oh, Miss Sonia! He has to go on the higher register for sure. Did you watch the anime too? Okay, cool. Yeah, I got to come back for the anime and I was like, it's pretty awesome. He didn't die, did he? Maybe he'll come back and then make more. I hope. I like it when my characters don't die. Okay, as I wrap this up, I'll let you guys know an hour from now is the autograph session. It's not right now. There's a break. But I will gladly sign everything. And you said, but I don't have anything for you to sign. I have 8x10 glossies for sale for $10, or I have Polaroid film for $5. We can take a Polaroid selfie. You can actually have something tangible instead of on your cell phone. So, but you don't have to buy anything. Autographs are free. So I'll sign your Dragon Balls. I know. See what I did there?
Oh my god.
But yeah. So I look.
Sure.
Look you up.
And maybe get a couple videos.
I think what she needs is a little encouragement, so I have an idea.
Pleasure.
Hey, thank you.
I want to get so many voice actors. You're like one of the top ones.
Okay, we doing a video or a picture?
What are we doing?
We'll do a picture first.
Apparently it's working now, so, yep.
Okay.
2, 3.
Ours. Ours. Okay, sorry.
Just keep rolling. Go. Ours is the drill that'll pierce the heavens. Believe in the me that believes in you.
That was better than the last time. Thank you very much.
Second take.
At least it worked.